Ladies and gentlemen, we have Emma Ronning, who would like to share with you the importance of music.
Hi, I'm Emma Ronning. I'm here to tell you about the importance of music. Have you ever been just listening to music? Do you think music is just there? Music's history goes way back to when humans first were here on Earth, and it helped define humans. The first humans here, they used just sticks and rocks, being the most convenient items. They used these as instruments to make music when they were born. In 4000 BCE, ancient Egyptians created the first advanced instruments, and they were just harps and flutes, but it was still the first big step in music's evolution. In 2500 BCE, an older, less modern version of the trumpet was created in Denmark. This is now known as the natural trumpet. 1,000 years later, in 1500 BCE, the guitar was created by the Hittites. It's now one of the most popular instruments. In 800 BCE, the first recorded piece of music was found. In 700 BCE, many records of music with vocals and instruments were found. And though the year unknown, classical music was invented in Greece, so it makes sense that classical music is rooted in Grecian innovations. In 600 BCE, Pythagoras here dissected music as a science and developed the keys to music, the octave scale, and music was made much easier. In 521 BCE, Boethius first wrote the idea of opera. In 600 CE, the Schola Cantorum was built, and it was the first music school in Europe. In 612 CE, there were many orchestras in China with hundreds of players, and though the style was unknown, it was supposedly reflecting recent orchestral Asiatic pieces. And in 600 CE, moves were used as a notation for groups of music notes. 144 years after the Schola Cantorum was built, there was a new music school in Fuda, which caused the interest in music to grow. And in 790 CE, there were music schools in Paris, Cologne, and Metz, and this fueled the interest in music even more. In 850 CE, Catholic musicians first developed church modes, which is what we now call our major and minor scales. In 1000 CE, Guido de Arezzo developed solfege. In 1465, printing music was first used on Boethius' writings on opera, and they were published in many different languages. And now here in 2017, we have 4 musical instrument families. We have brass, percussion, woodwinds, and strings. We have the octave scale, which can be major or minor. We have solfege, which consists of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and then do again. But do we want to hear about a bunch of dead guys? Adam Krause, a reporter, did a survey to see how long the students at Bayswater Linwood High listened to music per day, and the results were not as expected. 9.5% listened 6 to 7 hours a day. 22.2% listened 5 hours a day. 16.5% listened 3 to 4 hours a day. Another 22.2% listened 1 to 2 hours a day. And only 1.2% listened barely at all. That's almost impossible because music is everywhere. If you're playing an instrument or singing, if you're in the car or listening to the radio, if you're in a restaurant, there's background music to help you eat, and if you're listening to calming noises, there's usually a little bit of music there. And music really affects our emotions. Like a sad song can make you feel sad, a happy song can make you feel happy, calming music can make you feel calm, and sometimes you feel like you're part of the song. How does that make you feel? Music isn't something that's just there. All that work and effort made music be able to be in our everyday lives. Without music, we wouldn't really be human. Thank you.